Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. My name is Maaike and today's video is going to be my shoe collection. I asked on my community tab whether you want to see this, and some people did, some people didn't, and I only just right now got around to filming it. I still wanted to do it very much. That's just one of my first loves. I think the first video I ever put live on this channel is a shoe collection. And just so you know, my shoe collection is not one with limited edition Air Jordans or a ton of designer shoes. If that's what you're looking for, then this is not that video. I just really like shoes for style purposes. I really like finishing off an outfit I wear with shoes. That's just what I do. And that also means that some shoes that I have, that I've also had for a long time, are well worn, well loved, and hanging on by a thread, whereas some shoes probably look like they were hardly ever worn because I only wear them once or twice a year. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely developed a bit of a thing for shoes when I was still a student, and it sort of grew from there, but I find that, you know, it definitely goes through stages. Sometimes I like this, sometimes I like that, and my shoe collection has changed accordingly. Something that is perhaps good to know about me is that I wear a European size 37, which is a women's size 7 in the US, I believe, and a size 4 in the UK. So just for reference, some of my favorite brands that you will probably see a lot in this video are Dr. Martens, Vagabond, ASOS, and Topshop. Those are probably like the 4 main hitters. That's where I find most of my shoes. And something that's good to know, I buy most of my shoes in the sales, especially like the crazy ones, the funky ones. As much as I love them, if they are too expensive, I will not spend the money on it. So especially because I have so many shoes, unless it's like a pair of Dr. Martens that I know will never go on sale, I tend to not splurge on the money and pay full price for shoes. I don't think I've paid full price for shoes in 5 years. So I think that that's something that's good to know as well. So yeah, I'm rambling right now, so let me just get straight to my shoe collection.
Time for category number 1. This is my boot collection. I have quite a lot of boots. This is the first pair here. This is a pair I picked up from H&M, and I like wearing these in the spring, summertime. They do have a bit of a heel here, but they are still quite comfortable, and I did have to sort of get used to these and break them in quite a bit. Another pair of H&M boots. These are white boots. They are a little bit tight at the top, but I tend to wear these not exposed at the top. I wear longer things with this usually, so you don't see that. But yeah, white boots. Then these are snake prints boots from Topshop. I really like that weird heel that it has. It has a very sort of diagonal cut, and then it has this very long pointy toe. And I just really like these. They are definitely a bit more of a statement shoe. And as you will see, I like a good statement boot. That's my favorite thing. Then we have another pair of snakeskin print boots. These are from Urban Outfitters, and they're in a red. These are in real leather, and that's a bit of a shame because that means they are not as pliable, but I've had these for a while. I think I picked them up in a sale, actually, and they are just really comfortable now, and I like wearing these in full time mainly. Then we get some snazzy shoes here. These are by ASOS, and I picked these up in a sale most definitely. These are a pair of glitter shoes that, depending on how the light hits it, the glitter sort of changes color. I wore these to my office Christmas party because I wanted to add a bit of sparkle and craziness to my outfit. But yeah, I don't wear these a lot because I'm afraid the glitter will fall off. Then this is a pair of green suede boots from Vero Moda. This is one of my latest purchases. Actually, I picked these up in last winter sale from ASOS, actually. They have a pointy toe, and they are just really, really comfortable. They do have a nice sized heel, and that's just my favorite thing. Like a good 5 to 8 centimeter heel is what I prefer in my shoes. These are a pair of navy blue velvet shoes from ASOS. And these are just, again, another statement shoe. I like wearing these with an all black and white outfit, so very simple, very basic, and then putting these on for a little bit of a pop of something different. That's how I like wearing these. Then these pairs, this is what I call my Ziggy Stardust boots. They are very David Bowie inspired. They are a navy blue velvet and then a silver star print with this pointed toe. These are definitely not for the faint of heart, and I don't wear these a lot, but they are just too much fun to not keep in my collection. So that's why I don't wear them a lot, but I love them. These are by Vagabond. This is a pair of Western style boot with a very on-trend squared of nose here, and they're in this really lovely tobacco brown color. Vagabond is one of my favorite brands for shoes, actually, and these are super comfortable. These are by And Other Stories. I have another pair by And Other Stories that I also love. What just caught my attention here was that round heel that it has. It's just something different and a very basic shoe, but with a quirky edge to it. These are desert boots by Clark. I believe the shade is called Wolf, but mine sadly are a bit battered and bruised because I've had these for years and they got a bit discolored from the use that it's had. As you can see, one is a bit lighter than the other and they are super stained, so I should probably invest in getting a new pair. These are by H&M, and these are a fringe bootie, as you can see. I love wearing these because they have a bit of movement to them. They aren't real suede or anything like that, but again, I don't wear these a whole lot. I tend to wear these mainly in the fall time or in the springtime because then I like them best. This is a pair of brown Chelsea boots from ASOS, and this is a pair of shoes I love to wear when I'm traveling. Because they are flat, they are still super comfortable, and you can walk around in these all day and don't get any blisters or anything like that. This is another pair of statement shoes. This is a leopard print pair of the ASOS Chelsea boot. These are a wide fit, so they are super comfortable, and they have this pony hair texture. I have been looking for a pair of shoes like this for the longest time, and ASOS does a rendition of this every single fall time, so you can usually pick them up around that time. And then this is a pair of H&M booties. I bought these because I saw a very similar pair, but they were like hella expensive. And then I saw these and I was like, ooh, that's the sort of style I'm going for. It's sort of like Victoriana-esque, you could say, with a bit of a heel and then in this lovely brown color. Then we get some red boots here. These are by River Island. I got these from ASOS. They have a really nice pointed toe and a bit of a higher heel. And I love wearing these with like flared jeans and things like that because I like having that bit of red poking out and when I'm wearing a flared pair of jeans. These are by Topshop. They're a burgundy patent leather shoe, again with this sort of like triangular heel to them, and then they have this piercing detail on the side. These are again not for the faint of heart. Again, I don't use these a lot because they're a bit difficult to get on and off because of that zipper in the back. Then my oldest pair of shoes, I think, in this entire collection. I've had this pair for more than a decade. This is my first pair of Dr. Martens I ever bought. They are the cherry red 1460s. If you break them in, they are the best pair of shoes you can ever invest in. Then these boots are by Zara. They are red, believe it or not, but they are black, brown, or red depending on how the light hits them and what you wear them with. And they are like a faux croc style, more like a Western style boot as well. And I just really like these. Then this is one of my tallest pairs of boots in terms of how high they go up the leg. This is my navy blue velvet pair of over-the-knee boots. I have never worn these out. I keep thinking every winter I'm going to be wearing these, and then I never really bust them out. But they are a good pair to have. So, and then finally here in boots, we have these cognac suede boots. This is what I was lusting after all fall to find a pair of these, and I finally found them in the winter sales. They have a bit of a heel here. They are by Omoda, which is a Dutch shoe brand, and they are actually really comfortable despite them having a pretty high heel. Moving on to the next category, and that is devoted just to black boots because that's what I wear most. This is by ASOS, and these are a pair of Western buckle style boots. Again, I've had these for a few years. They have some studs along the rim of the shoe as well, and I just like these for a toughened up look. This next pair is also by ASOS, and they're also more of a Western style boots. And these have toe caps and heel caps. And then they have the patent burgundy sort of detailing on the tip and on the back as well. They're a bit of a fun one to wear, actually. This surprisingly goes with a lot of things. Then I have my biker boots. These are by Sasha. They have some studs in the back, and then they have a pretty high heel. These are not the most stable shoes because your foot is not really like leaning against anything, and because they have quite a high heel, I have definitely almost hurt my ankles in this one, but they are a good statement bootie. And then these are by Invito, which is a brand that no longer exists. They're just a really lovely pair with a pointed toe, and then the heel is a little bit higher, and then you have the snake print in the back. These are plain black Western booties. Out of all of the Western or black boots I had, I realized I didn't own a plain black pair. They all had details, so if I want to go for plain black, I now have these, and these are by Mango. Then we have a pair by H&M. These are a patent leather, but with like a crinkle material to them, and then this ring detail on the zipper. These are looking a bit worse for wear because I wore them a lot when it was quite muddy out, and I'm actually looking for a real leather pair of patent black shoes. These are my latest pairs of Doc Martens. These are the Emmylines, if I'm not mistaken. These, again, look a little bit muddy because I was wearing them out in the rain and the mud all winter after I bought them. These are super comfortable. They were a bit painful the first 2 times I wore them, but then I broke them in and they were fine. They're a really nice lace-up shoe that actually goes surprisingly well with a lot of like skirts and things like that. And that's also what I think of these shoes. These are by Vagabond. I believe they are called the Grace shoe. They have a bit of a higher heel and then the lace up, but they don't really go high up the ankle. So if you wear this with black tights and like a skirt or a dress, it makes it look very feminine. And then this is my most beat up pair of shoes because these I wear almost every single day when I'm running errands. This is my quick out the door slip-on shoe. They are by ASOS. They are a Chelsea boot, and these are my loves. I've had these for 5 years and they're still going strong. They just need a bit of a clean and a little bit of a polish, and then I can bust them out again next fall. And then, because the other ones are looking gross, I already have a backup pair of Chelsea boots. These are also by ASOS, and they are a little bit lower. But if I, for instance, can't wear the other ones because they are too gross, I now have a better pair that are a bit newer, that are a bit cleaner, and that just don't look as old and tattered as the other ones. So this is my backup pair for when the other ones truly start falling apart. And this is my pair of Vagabond pointed toe Chelsea boots. So the other two have a round toe. This is a pointed toe with a little bit of a heel. And these are just really sleek and slim. And as you will see in a minute, this is also my backup pair of pointed toe Chelsea boots because I have another pair that's coming right up that is very busted. And that's these ones. These are my busted up ASOS Chelsea boots. These are actually the plain black pair of the leopard prints ones that you just saw, and they are the exact same shoe and they are super comfortable. Again, these look worse for wear because I wear them so much, which is why I have a backup pair that I can wear to smarter occasions. And these are my sock boots. These are also by ASOS. I don't really have any of the true sock style boots, you could say. These are still all leather, but this sort of gets the idea done, I felt. They go a little bit higher up the leg. They have a round toe, a nice, good, solid heel, and again, one that I really like wearing in the fall and winter time. This is my pair of textured boots. I had a pair of textured boots, but those I had to throw out. So then I spotted these on ASOS and I bought these to replace those. They have a pointed toe and this woven pattern, which I think is just a really nice added touch. They are, other than that, quite flat, and that makes them very comfortable to wear indeed. These shoes are by Vagabond as well. I can't remember the name of these, but these are a Chelsea boot with a higher heel and a bit of a platform. And then they have this really sort of solid workman boot sole to them. So these are very, very clunky and chunky, but they just work really well if you want to toughen up a look. And as you can tell, I really, really like Chelsea boots. And then I have my tall pair of over-the-knee suede boots. These are by ASOS. I found these at the best discount ever because these were like 17 euros. And I do wear these in the wintertime if I want to make sure my legs don't get super cold. And these are just very practical. And then these are Dr. Martens. These are black. They are lined completely with sheepskin on the inside. So that's why these are my snow boots. These I wear when it is super snowy and gross outside. And then here we have my last pair of black boots, and these are my like horseback riding style boots. That's what I call them. These I've had for years, actually. I don't even remember where I got these, but this is just a tall pair of black boots that I always have in my collection. Moving on to heels then. I do have heels, but I don't wear them a whole lot anymore. But I definitely have a couple of this style, this Mary Jane style. These are by Manfield, I believe, and they have a bit of a higher heel, and I tend to only wear this anymore whenever I go to like a retro or a vintage party. This is a very nice sort of shoe if you want to replicate that 1930s, 1940s style. The same goes for these. This is another sort of like strappy shoe. These have a really fun houndstooth print though, but they have a fabric topping, and that makes them a bit impractical. But again, they are a lovely little shoe just to wear if you're going for a certain style. And then this is my last sort of shoe that I wear to more vintage inspired occasions. And this is very 1920s inspired, and I have a dress that goes with it perfectly. And these are by Bronx, I believe, and they are a very short heel, and these are very comfortable to dance in as well. And then these high block heels, I don't wear a whole lot. I believe they are H&M, but they are just a good pair to have. Again, I wear these very often with some of my really long trousers. So if I have trousers that are way too long for me, I tend to wear these shoes because they give me the height that I need to be able to wear them. Then we have my last pair of Mary Janes here with like a closed toe, and these are by Sasha. I wore these so much back in the day when I was going in and out of job interviews a lot. These are just one of those very sort of basic standard shoes that just, are a bit more conservative, but that do have a bit of a heel and that just work really well in a more smarter occasion. These are by Zara, and these are a peep toe Mary Jane style sort of sandal. These are really, really lovely, and I should bust these out more. It's just that I have no occasion to wear them to, but they are just too pretty for me to throw them away. Maybe one day I'll have an occasion where I would like to wear these too. But yeah, they're a lovely burgundy color too. And I have a yellow pair as well. These are H&M. And these are just so much fun in the summertime. They are really painful to walk in though. These are no fun to wear because they are just a bit painful. I think they are actually a bit too narrow for me, especially on my right foot. But yeah, this is definitely one I just wear for style. And the same goes for these black ones. Again, not a shoe I wear a whole lot. I believe I got these from ASOS, and they are just this like barely there sort of sandal, which I don't think is ever going to be a comfortable shoe for anyone. They're just a really good pair to have because they go with so much. And then these are booties by Clarks. I got these in a sale, I believe, and they are a bit like a clog. But again, I like wearing these in the winter time with a pair of black tights. They kind of streamline your legs very nicely, and they make you look a lot taller if that is something that you're interested in. And then I have some like stiletto pumps. This is my highest pair, and they're in a pointed toe with a black. These are just super classic, super basic, something that I think almost everyone will have or needs to have in their closets. And these are just, again, just a basic staple shoe. I don't wear this a whole lot anymore, but back when I was really into heels, I wore these a ton. And then I have sort of like a more sensible pair of heels. These are also in black. These are by a brand called Tube, and they have this sort of cone shape heel, which makes them look a bit dated and conservative, I think. But again, this will work a bit better if you're working in a smarter situation, which I currently do not. And I have by the same brand, I have a pair in brown. So these are also by Tube, but these have a round toe, and then they go a little bit higher up in the back, which means they really stay nicely on the foot. So these are very comfortable. And then I also have a pair by that brand in gray. And these gray ones are, again, quite painful because I'm not sure why, but they kind of pinch my toes, whereas the black and the brown are like slippers on your feet, even though they're heels. And this heel is also a little bit higher. So these are a bit more uncomfortable, but I do have to say that I think these are the most flattering of the three. And then I have a pair of like indigo navy blue heels. These are by Tango, which is a brand that no longer exists in the Netherlands. And again, I just bought these because I felt I needed a pair of navy heels, and then I got these. So just some court shoes here that these are perfect for work occasions. And I used to wear these a ton to work when I sort of wanted to make more of a statement and make myself look taller. And then I have these ones in blue. These aren't real suede or anything. I believe I got these from a store here in the Netherlands called Van Haren. And I just like these for a pop of something bright with an outfit. And they do have a thicker heel. These are real suede though, and they are by H&M, and they are a lovely baby blue shade with a pointed toe, and they have a really lovely way the shoe is cut, and that's why I actually decided to buy these and keep them. I have worn these only once to a wedding. And then these are a pair of red shoes from ASOS. These are incredibly difficult to walk in from the way the heel has been put underneath the shoe. The heel, as you can see here, is very close to the front of your foot. So you're pretty much balancing on your toes in these. So again, a nice statement color to wear, but they are a bit crazy. And then we have a pair of faux patent, because they're not real, snakeskin booties. Well, not real snakeskin, of course, by H&M. I think I spotted these in a sale, and they have a bit of a lower heel. This is a pair that I still have to wear out, actually. And then this is another pair of H&M shoes. I also have a lot of H&M shoes, and I realize. These are real leather. These are from their premium line. That's where most of my shoes from H&M are from, actually. And these are a pretty high heel, and they look really cool on, but they are incredibly difficult to actually get on the foot because it's just all leather around, and it makes it a bit difficult to slip your foot in. But once they're on, they look really cool. Time for flat shoes. So flats, ballet flats, loafers, and also brogues. And this is a pair of loafers from H&M. They are real suede, and these are lovely in the summertime because, as you can see with my pale legs, they kind of disappear. So if you want to go for this very sort of streamlined look when you have bare legs, these work really well on me. And yes, I know people are going to say I have super pale legs. My legs don't tan, no matter how hard I try. Then we have some plimsolls. These are from ASOS, and I love them because they have a cow print. How lovely is that? Again, lovely in the springtime, usually, when I do want to wear something a bit more flat. I don't wear a lot of flats, I have to say. Most of what I wear has a bit of a heel. Then these are some of the only ballet flats I still have. I used to have tons. These are by H&M. These are super comfortable because they don't rub me anywhere because I've had them for such a long time. And these are just lovely. And a pair of yellow ones. I believe these are from New Yorker. And I just really like these because they really give a bit of a pop of color in the summertime. I have some skirts and dresses that these go well with. And yeah, I tend to sort of wear these then a lot. No other opportunity to wear them apart from summer. Espadrilles then, these are a leopard print pair. I'm not sure about the brand, but I got these from Sasha, and these have a special memory attached to them because I bought them because I signed the contract on my mortgage. So I signed my house on when I bought these. I sort of bought these to celebrate. And then this is a pair of white brogues from Primark. And white shoes, I think, are a lovely thing to have, but I also find them quite difficult. So these are not real leather or anything like that, but they go really well with a lot of my outfits in the summertime. Because they have the laser cut detail, they are also very breathable. Then a pair of silver brogues. These are from ASOS, and I'm actually looking to replace these for a real leather pair, because these are not real leather, and that just doesn't make them as comfortable. But a silver shoe is just a great statement if you don't want to go for something black, but you do want to go for something a bit more neutral. Then this is my pair of creepers. These are by a brand called Underground, and I think I got these through Urban Outfitters. They are in a mint green suede, which I cannot recommend because it gets dirty really easily. So I'm always afraid to ruin these, which is why I don't wear them as much as I should. Then we have a pair of brogues from ASOS. This is my summertime pair of black brogues. Summertime because they have that white sort of rim along the bottom, and these are lovely. I also have a pair of burgundy brogues. These are by Bronx, I believe, and these are Dr. Marten style shoes, but they are not real Dr. Martens. I love wearing these when I travel in the fall time. And then a very true statement pair of shoes here. These are by And Other Stories, and I had been lusting after a pair of two-tone brogues, and then I spotted these Oxfords, and I was like, that fits the bill, I think. They have a really sharp pointed toe, which makes them a bit crazy. These studded brogues are by Zara, and I got these on a massive sale. They were painful to break in, but now that I have broken them in, they are super lovely, and even though they are black and a bit boring, the studs just add a bit more extra to them. And then I have a pair of ASOS brogues. This is just a really standard pair that I love wearing with dresses in the summertime and the springtime, actually. So when it's bare leg season, I wear these a lot because they just work really well and they are not too stark against my super pale legs. And then a pair of silver loafers. These are by New Look. I got these through ASOS, and I think a silver pair of loafers is just, stylish, a bit more of a statement, not too boring. They're very Gucci-esque without them being a designer brand, and again, something lovely to style an outfit with. These loafers are also by New Look, and these are a black with a bit of a tassel on the front. These are a little bit more conventional, I think, and they go well with a lot of different outfits. Again, I love wearing loafers and like more brogue style, like these men's style shoes with otherwise very feminine outfits. These are by Clarks, and these are a forest green pair, and they have suede, patent leather, and real and actual leather. So it has these three different textures, which I like. These are by H&M. They are a real suede pair of brogues, and they are in a really lovely pink shade. These are very statement. The chain makes them a little bit trashy, a little bit cheap looking, I think, but I think they are fun. And then we get some Dr. Martens. These are my Charlottes, I believe these are called, and these are actually quite uncomfortable because they are a bit of a weird fit, but they are a lovely color, and I love wearing these in the spring, summertime. Another spring, summertime pair, especially when I travel, is these ones. This is another flat pair. I believe they are the 1461s, but in like a vegan leather style, and I really like the color of these. And then I have my standard pair of 1461s. These I wear a lot when I travel. I don't wear them as much in my day-to-day life anymore, but these used to be my go-to shoes, and these are just super comfortable, super sturdy. I can walk in these all day and get no blisters, and I'm happy. And I have those as well in the patent leather. These I tend to wear the most in my day-to-day life nowadays because I really like wearing these in the fall and winter season because they have the thicker sole. They work really well in the nice like wet weather that we always have here, and they go really well with either jeans, skirts, dresses. Love these. Time for a new category, summer shoes. So sandals, wedges, all that jazz. So this is the first pair of sandals here. We have, I believe these are from Urban Outfitters, but I can't remember the brand on them. They have a snake skin pattern to them, and I struggle quite a bit finding good sandals, and this was a first pair that is not only comfortable, but also adds a bit of height, which I like. And then these are also snake print skin, and these are by Vagabond, I believe, or the other ones are, I'm not sure. These are also through Urban Outfitters, which is why I don't remember. And they have this orange shade, but on me that looks a little bit like a nude. So I find that these work really well with a lot of different outfits in the summertime. Then we have these sandals by Primark. These are some of my most worn. I usually travel with these in the summertime if it's like truly hot, because these just work really well and they have a really nice fit to them. They are a bit beat up though, but yeah, these are very comfortable. And then I have a pair of black ones. I don't really like black shoes in the summertime. I like wearing black shoes in the wintertime mostly, but they are handy to have. They have this gladiator sort of strappy style, and these are by Forever 21. Then a pair of Toms. I bought these in the sale last year, so I haven't had a chance to wear these yet because I sort of bought them and then we got bad weather, and so I haven't had the opportunity yet. They are a very pale pink, and then they have this espadrille style, but the top of them is really like a pair of Toms, and so far so good. These are really comfy. This is a pair of white, like open, woven sort of pair of shoes by Topshop. These again I found in a sale. They have a very nice short heel with like a roundness to them, and I think they are definitely a bit more of a statement, but I have found that they go with so many skirts that I love wearing in the summertime, especially with a maxi skirt. I think these look nice. And then I have a pair of wedges. These I've had for a long time. I think these are Van Haren, which is where I used to buy a lot of my shoes actually, but nowadays I don't really tend to go in there anymore. These are just super practical. They are not very heavy because the sole is not real. It's just like hollow, I believe even. But these are really nice and they are very easy to walk in because of the wedge. And then we have another pair of wedges. These are more espadrille style. I think I got these last year from H&M, and these are just like a lovely pair to wear. I don't always like having open toes or sandals when I have to work all day because it's just a bit uncomfortable if you have to wear them all day, and then these are perfect. This is another pair of sandals that I love wearing. They have that sort of gladiator cage style to them. I believe I got these from New Look years ago. And by now, these are fitting like gloves, and these are super comfortable. I like how they go a little bit more up the ankle, so they give you a bit more support. So these are great for walking long distances in. And then we have some sandals here as well that could have gone into the heel category. This is a pair of red ones from ASOS. They have a really nice sort of triangular, almost sort of heel to them. They are a really nice bright red patent leather kind of style with a bit of a strap. And these are surprisingly comfortable, and I love wearing these again to give myself a bit more height in the summertime. And then I have a pair of yellow sandals. These are by H&M. These are just a really fun pair. Again, I have some skirts that go really well with this, and I like how that heel has a bit of a cutout in the back. I think that makes them even more special, and these are super comfortable because the toe strap is a fabric which stretches a little bit, so these do not pinch your feet at all. And then I have a pair of leopard print sort of heeled sandals. These are by Topshop. They have a squared off toe, and these are lovely in the summertime. I really like these. They definitely add a little bit more oomph to your outfit. And then this is actually my newest pair of shoes. I haven't shown these in a haul yet or anything. These are by H&M, and they have this really nice strap that you need to wrap around your foot yourself. I still need to figure out how I can get the tie to go in the back, because that would be lovely. Then I have some mules here as well. These are by New Look. They have this embroidery detail on them. They are a bit high, so they're not the most comfortable shoe to walk in, but as I mentioned already in my intro, I like wearing shoes for style purposes, and then these can be a really cute pair. And I have a pair of mules from H&M. No, these are Primark actually. These are actually quite lovely. I always struggle with mules because my foot won't go into them properly enough. And with these, I don't have that issue. They don't pinch me. And because of that very pale shade, I feel they go really well with my complexion. And last but not least, these shoes had to go somewhere, but these I don't wear to work because these are dance shoes. These are my Lindy / slow ball shoes. They are by a brand called Madame Dynamite, which is located in Spain, I believe. And I bought these last year at Harbor Hop, and these are just the shoes I go to class in, go to dance parties in, do all that. Last category, which would be sneakers. And this is my first pair of Converse. This is also my oldest pair of Converse because here we have a like tweed style Converse, which I bought in New York, I think in 2008. So these are an old pair of shoes. These are a bit newer, as you can see. These are Gazelles by Adidas, and I don't wear these a lot because I don't like the tongue in the shoe. It kind of hurts, so that's why I don't find these the most comfortable, but I do really like that baby pink suede that it has, and they just go with so many different outfits, and that's why I really like them. So do really like the shoes, but they're not comfy. What is comfy are these Reebok Classics. I believe these are called the Club 85C, if I'm not mistaken. They are just a plain white sneaker, and I was looking for the perfect one for the longest time. Spotted these on one of my colleagues, and I was like, do you mind if I buy the same pair? Because those look lovely, and they were a hit. And then this is my newest pair of sneakers. This is a pair of Vans that I picked up in New York last winter, or when I was there in the fall time, I should say. And yeah, this was a pair of sneaker that was missing from my collection, and I can't wait to start wearing them now the weather is turning nicer. Then we have a pair of Nike Internationalists. This is my I'm going to run errands kind of pair of sneakers. I wear these when I go to the gym. I wear these when I go get groceries. These are super nice and easy to slip on, and since they're light gray, they go with everything. Then a pair of Nike Blazers, I believe these are called. I like the style of shoe because they are very sort of retro, and then they have that red swoosh along the sides, but otherwise they are white. I really like them because it's a nice different take on a white sneaker. Red Converse then. This is my newest pair of Converse, even though you can't tell because I wore these to a festival last year, and ever since then they've been looking pretty grubby. But that's what happens to Converse. I think that a pair of Converse needs to look a bit lived in. And yeah, this is just a pair of red ones that I bought because I wanted red ones. And I have a pair of red Nike Courts, I think these are called. Again, a really old pair in my collection. I think, again, I've had these for over a decade. This is an old pair of shoes. I don't wear them a lot anymore, but they are nice because of the color. Then I have a pair of black Nike Sirens, I believe these are called. I bought these in like a outlet mall when I was in the US a few years ago. I just wanted a pair of black Nikes. These are Thea's. This is pair number 1. I can't remember the shade name, but they are a really lovely bright blue shade that is lovely for the springtime. And these are super comfortable shoes because they have the Air Max sort of padding in the sole. So that's why I got another pair. And these are in the navy. I believe this is called Obsidian as a shade name. I'm not sure if they still do it, but these are super comfy too, which is why I have 2 pairs of the same shoe in different shades. And then I have my Roshis. These are a pair I bought after completely trashing my first pair. These are highlighter neon orange, so that's why I don't wear them a lot, but they are lovely. Then I have my workout boots. Workout shoes. These are Asics, and I just needed a good pair of solid, sturdy workout shoes. And then I ended up with these. I would not be able to tell you which type they are. They just work. And then last but not least, my black pair of All Stars, and these are super old. Again, more than a decade old. I don't wear these out, but if my other dance shoes don't work, then because it's too slippery, I wear these.
So those were all of the shoes. I know that maybe you kept count. I sure didn't, but when I did a quick count, I realized I have over 100 pairs of shoes. You should know that I've had over 100 pairs of shoes, or just around that number, for at least a decade, I think longer than that. I just find that my shoe collection sort of fluctuates a lot, and that I prefer one thing and then I focus on that, or I will go like, ooh yeah, I used to have a pair of green suede boots, perhaps I need to find another pair of green suede boots, so then I update it. And that's definitely something that I've been doing in the past couple of years. I've been trying to update and upgrade my shoe collection quite a bit. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make 3 new videos a week, which go live on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!